Hey everyone, in today's body review, Lukas lets me try out his Engl Ironball 20 head.
If you're watching a lot of videos on YouTube, you might have seen that there's a new version of this one out, the Engl Ironball SE, where the SE stands for Special Edition. It's a little bit more expensive and has a couple of features more. What we have here is I think it was released in 2013 or so. We will insert the exact year in the video. So it's not a new version, but nevertheless it's still a great amp in my opinion. I bought it I think a couple of years ago in a local shop, and yeah, I liked the Engl Gigmaster a lot. A buddy of mine he has the combo one, and so I was checking out different Engl amps. There's also the Rock Master and the Metal Master, and then I saw this one on the Thomann website, and it had a score, a star rating of I think 4.8 or 4.9, so I was really intrigued to check this one out, and then I contacted the local store and tried it out and took it home with me. And in this video, if you have seen a couple of our videos, we want to check out how this amp is for a blues player like Martin, because Martin's not really into heavy metal and stuff like that. Yeah, and Engl amps are, I would say, generally known for the metal sounds, and the Ironball has a great metal tone. And there are plenty of videos available where people demonstrate that type of metal sound. But we want to really focus in this body review on Martin's style and see if this amp also works for blues.
To be honest, until I've met you and heard you play with your Engl was also for me the metal amp, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have considered Engl to be for a blues player, jazz or whatever. I already know that this thing can do plenty more than just full shred sound and chugging, and yeah, I'm quite excited to try out a little bit with it and see if I can get it to sound like I like to have it.
I'm pretty sure you will find some tones you dig. What I think is really cool about the amp is it has two channels, the clean channel, which also has a separate gain control and gets a pretty decent rock sound, classic rock sound already, and then you still have the lead channel where the sounds get more and more brutal, I would say, high gain metal sounds. But I think it's pretty cool where the one channel ends, the clean channel, the next one begins, so it really covers a lot of bases. And yeah, you will hear afterwards when Martin is playing, he set up the amp to his preference, both the channels. Just a quick rundown of the knobs. As I said, clean gain, then we have the lead gain as a separate control. We have a shared EQ section with bass, middle and treble. There's also a presence control. And then we have a lead volume knob, which is pretty handy. So you can really adjust the overall volume of the channel, the lead channel, to match the volume of the clean channel. And there's also a master volume knob. So yeah, to manage the overall volume of the amp. There are a couple of switches. These are deactivated when a foot switch is plugged in, so they're not working at the moment. As you can see, the lights are not going on or off.
And step on one.
Yeah, then you can see it. There's a foot switch hooked on. So yeah, standby switch and a power switch. And on the back side, as you can see, there are the plugs for the foot switch. There is MVB and reverb. Shared MVB stands for master volume boost. Then the channel switcher, clean and lead, and a gain boost as well. We have an effects loop. There's the knob for the reverb level, which can only be activated with the foot switch. So that's pretty important to know. Then we have a headphones out, a balanced line out, and the power outs for the caps. 8 ohms and 16 ohms serial. And of course we have the power soak functionality. Full power is 20 watts, 5 watts, 1 watts, and speaker off. Speaking of watts, the 20 watts, the amp has 4 preamp tubes and 2 power tubes. What's in the package, that's also interesting to know. It's just the amp, there's the foot switch is not included, and I don't have the original one by Engl. You basically need two, they call it Z4 or C4. You need two of those separately. I bought another one, a cheaper one, which has also four foot switches, so that works as well, so you don't have to buy the original foot switch. And I also bought a bag to take it with me to the rehearsal space.
The cap is also not the one for the Ironball, right?
That's correct, yeah, that's the one matching the Gigmaster head. Yeah, but it's a nice cap, I like it. It's great sounding. It's also a Celestion speaker in it. I will show you the exact name on the video.
Do you also happen to know what has changed on the special edition?
It has a lot more switches. I think there was some jokes saying that the S for doesn't stand for special but for switch edition because it has plenty of switches here. There's delay built in. You can store presets. I think it has an XLR out, now MIDI. It has MIDI as well, and overall just more features. It's more or less a modern version of this one with added functionality, with added features. And it's also more expensive. We've checked before, the special edition costs 1,200 euros. We checked on the Thomann website, and this one currently costs 777 euros. What I also like about it, it's a lunchbox head. It's pretty light. It's only 7 kilos, and I think that's pretty cool, just to take with you in the gig bag. Yeah, do you have any questions at this point?
No, at this point I don't have any questions. I think
you want to play the thing.
Let's play the thing and find out what it can do.
Martin is playing his Harley Benton SC550 Deluxe today, which he modded. He put Tonerider AC2 pickups in it, and you can check them out in, for example, the body review about this guitar, or Martin's video where he explains the wiring, the 50s wiring that's in the guitar. So Martin starts with the clean channel. The gain is at about 3 o'clock. The bass is a little turned off. It's around 11 o'clock. Middle is 1 o'clock. Treble is 2 o'clock. And the presence is around 2 to 3 o'clock. And yeah, go ahead. Neck pickup? No.
Bridge pickup.
Bridge pickup. Right.
I go first with the volume at about 6, 7.
It's a nice clean sound, I would say.
Yes.
The reverb is turned on, so
yeah.
Other than that, no boosts.
We have a little bit reverb, no boosts. Now I'm going a little bit higher. I'm going full with the volume. Let's see how that one reacts. Okay, let's go to the neck pickup. I also start a little reduced with, yeah, volume on 5, 6, something like this.
So a clean tone first.
Clean a tone first. Yeah, the tone is full up. little bit more now. I've increased from volume 6 to about, yeah, let's 8, 9, something like this. I'll also try the neck with the tone a little bit down.
Okay.
Let's get with the gain boost. Interestingly enough, it's getting softer. I have the feeling.
With the tone down, yeah?
With the tone down,
kind
yeah.
of.
Same on the bridge. Yeah, I like it more on the bridge with the gain boost added to it. Just gives it a little bit more edge to it and the other boost. I'll increase the tone again. I think
The volume is full.
the volume is full, yeah.
Okay.
I think we will hear more if the tone is up. No boost. It just gives it a slight push. And the gain.
I think depending on the situation, it's cool that you have two boosts.
Yeah, for me personally, I think I see a little bit more in the gain boost. More use.
It gives the sound, it adds more to the sound.
Yeah.
The other one is just volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Absolutely.
doesn't change the
The
sound
other one
character.
does not change the sound, it's just a slight increase, not even sure if we can really hear it on the recording. The gain channel.
Or lead channel.
Or lead channel. I'll also reduce the volume on this one first because I'm curious to see if that one also cleans up that nicely as the other one does. We did not fully crank that lead gain, so the way we've set it up should be just a tad bit more grittier and dirtier than the maximum of the clean channel. Curious if that one also cleans up or how that one behaves. So now on 7. Okay,
Full blast.
full blast on the neck, and the other one was turned down a little bit.
A game boost. No,
Oh, game boost, okay.
even more. I would say for a blues rhythm sound, it's a bit on the extreme side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to try the bridge on full blast as well? I think it was turned down
Yeah,
slightly.
it was turned down slightly. Just as a notice, first we said we had the one settings, started exploring a little bit and found then this last sound you've heard, and that's mid boosted with a lot less gain on the clean channel. I've also increased the bass a little bit, turned down the middle,
No, the treble.
turned down the treble, and also the presence. Actually, this one in the end was my favorite sound
Okay,
so far.
nice. And the reverb was on as well.
Reverb was on just as before.
Yeah.
no additional boosts.
It was nice sounding. And it was just a bridge, right?
It was the bridge pickup, yeah. And
nice.
Also full up, so nothing adjusted there.
Martin, now the question that is to answer, did you find a convincing blues sound and did you like the amp?
I did like it, and yeah, it's not like it's a Marshall and it's not like a Fender, so it has its own thing, but you can get pretty much in any territory you want. You will most certainly find a sound that you like. For example, yeah, the rocky tones in the beginning were also to my liking, but in the end with this mid-boosted clean almost breakup that really was something I really like, and I would be very happy to have such an amp on a gig. And yeah,
it covers many bases, but as Martin said, it has the Engl sound. It's not Fender clean, it's not a Marshall distortion or orange distortion for that matter. It's just its own thing. What we did not demonstrate in this video are many of the features this amp has. As said in the beginning, it has a line out, it has an effects loop, and we didn't try it. We just wanted to focus on getting some sounds that Martin likes, and
straight out of the amp without any addition other than the foot switch.
Yeah, exactly. But no pedals, nothing. And so yeah, what's your verdict? Did you like it overall, or is there anything you didn't like or don't like about it?
I don't think there's anything really to dislike on this amp. The thing is, you will probably, if you're a blues player or not in the metal territory, you will have to try a little bit to find the sound you like, but there are so many sounds in there. You're pretty much bound to find one at some point, I think.
Yeah.
The thing is, you will probably have to turn a few knobs quite a few times. It was not all the settings that I really like, but I think that makes this amp also great. You can put it into quite some extremes. You can cover up flaws of your guitar, for example. I think you can add. We haven't said it. We haven't recorded it with that setup. But in the beginning, the treble was quite high and rather shrill. So if your guitar is a little bit on the darker side, you can brighten it up with the amp. As well as I haven't put the bass at all into the higher territory yet. If you're lacking bass with your guitar, just add it on the amp.
Has lots of bass.
It has lots of bass. It has a huge range in the EQ, which really can help you out in many situations. If you have this, you're obviously also bound to have sounds you don't like and enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, finding those might be a little bit distracting for a new player eventually.
Yeah, might be a bit overwhelming.
Might be a little bit overwhelming, and also if you don't know where to go, where you wanna head, it can be a journey to find the sound you like.
Yeah.
You can see this as a pro and as a contra as well. So
what I think is really cool is that you can use. I have this one big foot switch and not the two separate ones, but just having many foot switches, I find it really handy because you can change channels. Obviously, you have the gain boost, you have a volume boost, and you can turn the reverb on and off. I think you don't need extra pedals with it. Yeah. Maybe a delay in the effects loop if you like that, and you can maybe as well, you can always add an overdrive in front of the amp, but I think you don't really need anything else. You can just use the features that are built in and cover even more bases than with the basic setups.
Yeah.
So that's also pretty cool, because the Fender amps I have one button foot switches. Like the bass breaker has a treble boost, the Blues Tuner has the fat switch, And that's pretty much it. The other things you have to turn with the knobs with your hand. So that's also, I think, a huge pro for this amp. But then again, it's also a con because the foot switches are not included.
But now that there is the SE edition, I think it's also worth looking out on the used market. Maybe some people think they want to have the new features, and this one still has plenty of features and stuff to give you. So
that's a good point actually, because new it's 777, so 777 euros at the moment. But I'm sure if you can pick them up used, they're half the price of the SE, and that's a great price for a feature-packed amp. So Martin, I really like the sounds you've got out of this amp, and
thanks a lot.
I think the sounds were cool. Yeah, you can use it as a blues amp. You just have to find the right setting for you, but it's definitely in there. So, do you have anything to add?
No, I think that's it. We've covered pretty much everything there is, at least from my point.
That's awesome. In that case, thanks very much for staying with us, and see you in the next video. Bye guys!
Bye!